Imagine spending years building your life in the United States, only to see it all vanish because of a single mistake. That mistake could lead straight to deportation. And in 2025, immigration enforcement is more unforgiving than ever. This is Immiscope, your trusted source for U.S. immigration news, policy changes, and visa updates. Deportation isn't always about serious crimes or national security threats. Today, thousands of immigrants are being placed in removal proceedings for small, everyday mistakes. Mistakes that many don't even know they're making. From forgetting to file the right form, to misunderstanding the rules around visas, the consequences can be devastating. So, in this video, I'll break down 7 immigration mistakes that can get you deported in 2025 and how you can avoid them. 1. Lying or misrepresentation on applications. The first and most dangerous mistake is dishonesty on immigration paperwork. Even a small false statement can be considered fraud under immigration law. What counts as misrepresentation? Leaving out details about past visa denials or deportations. Hiding criminal history or arrests, even if charges were dismissed. Using false documents, fake addresses, or incorrect personal details. Some people think, it's just a small detail, it won't matter. But USCIS cross-checks records across multiple agencies. In 2025, advanced databases make it almost impossible to hide past issues. Once USCIS detects fraud, the penalty is harsh: denial of benefits, permanent bars, and potential deportation. Remember, honesty, even when it's uncomfortable, is always safer than being caught in a lie. 2. Criminal convictions, even minor ones. It's no surprise that serious crimes like drug trafficking or violent offenses can lead to deportation. But here's what many don't realize: even minor offenses can put you at risk. Shoplifting, simple possession of drugs, DUI charges. These may seem like small issues in state law, but for immigrants, they can carry life-changing consequences. In fact, ICE regularly reviews state-level convictions to determine if non-citizens should be placed in removal proceedings. That means a single misdemeanor can be enough to derail years of effort in building a future in the U.S. 3. Failing to update USCIS with address changes. This mistake seems small, but it's one of the most dangerous. By law, immigrants must notify USCIS within 10 days of changing their address. If you don't, USCIS may send critical notices, like biometrics appointments or hearing dates, to your old address. And if you miss those hearings, the court can issue an automatic deportation order in your absence. Every year, thousands of immigrants face removal simply because they didn't update their address. It takes less than 10 minutes to file an address change online, but ignoring it can cost you everything. 4. Overstaying your visa. Overstays are one of the most common reasons for deportation. Sometimes, people think a few extra days won't matter, but once your I-94 date expires, you begin to accumulate unlawful presence. Unlawful presence triggers serious penalties. Staying more than 180 days can result in a 3-year re-entry bar. Staying more than a year can create a 10-year bar. In certain cases, overstaying can even make you permanently ineligible. In 2025, the government has rolled out tighter tracking systems at airports and border checkpoints, making overstays harder to hide. So, if your visa is running out, act quickly. File an extension, change status, or make arrangements to depart legally. 5. Marriage fraud or questionable marriages. Marriage to a U.S. citizen is one of the most common ways to obtain a green card, but it's also one of the most investigated. If USCIS suspects your marriage isn't genuine, they can deny your application and send your case to enforcement. Even couples in real relationships can be flagged if they lack joint evidence like leases, bank accounts, or shared bills. They give inconsistent answers during interviews. Their timeline of the relationship raises questions. Marriage fraud is considered a federal offense. Convictions can lead to prison time, fines, and permanent bans from the U.S. For genuine couples, The key is preparation, documenting your life together and proving your relationship beyond any doubt. 6. Accepting public benefits without eligibility. This is a growing risk area in 2025. Immigrants who use benefits like SSI, food stamps, or certain Medicaid programs without being eligible may face serious immigration consequences. Even if you qualify, misreporting your income or failing to disclose details when applying can be treated as fraud. The result? Denied green cards, revoked visas, and sometimes even deportation proceedings. The safest step is to confirm eligibility before applying for benefits, and consult an immigration attorney if you're unsure how it could affect your case. 7. Ignoring court orders or USCIS deadlines. The final mistake is simply failing to act. Ignoring a USCIS request for evidence, missing a biometrics appointment, or failing to attend an immigration court hearing can all lead to disaster. Some immigrants assume they can fix it later. But in immigration law, late responses usually mean automatic denials. Missed hearings often result in in absentia deportation orders, one of the hardest outcomes to reverse. In 2025, with USCIS already overloaded, deadlines are stricter than ever. If you receive a notice, act quickly. Never wait until the last minute. Real-life scenarios. Let's put this into perspective. A student overstays by 6 months, thinking it won't matter. Later, they apply for a green card, only to learn they triggered a 3-year re-entry bar. A green card holder forgets to update their address. They never receive a court notice, miss the hearing, and receive an automatic deportation order. A newly married couple fails their USCIS interview. Their relationship is genuine, but lack of evidence and inconsistent answers lead to suspicions of fraud. In each case, the individuals didn't intend to break the law, yet the system treated them as if they had. Tips and warnings. Here's how to protect yourself in 2025. Be 100% honest on every form, no matter how uncomfortable the details. Track deadlines carefully. Use calendars, reminders, and notifications. Get professional help if you've had arrests, overstays, or complicated histories. Small steps today can prevent devastating consequences tomorrow. Deportation in 2025 isn't always about major crimes. Increasingly, it's about small mistakes, lies on forms, overstayed visas, missed deadlines. The good news? These mistakes are preventable. With awareness, honesty, and preparation, you can protect your status and your future in the United States. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for future updates. Thanks for watching Immiscope. See you in the next video.